Second time recording this. I got interrupted the first time, but that's okay. So it's been a while since I made a YouTube video, and this isn't so much a trade recap, more so just my performance the last month and some issues I'm having, and just kind of clearing up the air. So this week I've taken um, two losses, and one of them was a FOMO trade, which I have not FOMOed into a trade in forever. Like, I think it's been at least a year since I FOMOed. Um, One thing I just want to go over. Also, I have a huge YouTube video I've been working on. Like when I have the time, it's like a theory I've been working on, I guess, about some cheesy shits like spirituality and trading and um different people's journeys. Anyway, so I was just gonna say, um, I like God, my friends are tired of me hearing the same shit, but I like to think that I am a very spiritual person, and I've talked about God on this channel before, and people are probably rolling their eyes, but you know, um, this month has been kind of difficult, just between some, I don't want to say mental problems, but like mental health. I was sick and dealt with like insomnia, and everyone heard about it. It was kind of fun, like complaining like a little bitch, but I was just going through some shit, right? And I've been reading a couple books that have been like life changing and implementing different practices, and I took a hiatus from all social media for a couple weeks. I just woke up one day and I was sick of everything, like memes, Twitter, Discord. I still haven't downloaded Twitter. And so I get pretty easily influenced. Like I won't be ashamed to admit it. Like a big problem of mine was um listening to other people for the longest time. Like I would have Discord open, and if one of them set their bias, I'd immediately be like, "Oh wow, that's actually a good idea," and I'd go against my original idea. And or like back in the day, like a while ago, I used to copy trade, like have a YouTube stream up in the back, and if they were like, "Oh, I'm going short off this," I'd be like, "Oh, okay, bet." And so I'm pretty patient when it comes to trading. I take pride in that. I like, a few trades a month sometimes, right? Like I'm really trying to do this long term. Like you're either a boom bust trader and you're just blowing through evals and your accounts, or there's someone like me where, I'm able to have the same funded accounts for months on end, not because I play like a pussy so much. It's just more so the fact that like I feel like I've been reasonably upset lately because feel like I'm very close to being profitable and breaking through. I mean, I've had green months and I've been break even and I'm able to hold accounts. Um, Summer, I mean, I was doing very well and I got my payout, right? And fuck, well, it's like half a year ago, so it's almost irrelevant now to say I got a payout. Who fucking cares? But yeah, so October was a red month for me, but the months after that were green, and January should have been green. Um, Sorry, I'm just getting confused because I already recorded this video and it didn't work out. So as you can see, uh, 600 drawdown, 160, and then these are both just at a 1% loss, so I risk 250 per trade. And yeah, so this is the first week of February. This is how we're looking. This was a um, YM. long, and uh, I'm not gonna go over it. That was Tuesday, and prices kind of fizzled out. I moved my stop. It was a smaller loss. I actually took two positions because the second position looked just as good as the first, and then I got chopped up. It- there's nothing else. It was a good trade, good system, whatever. Wednesday, so yesterday, um, this week I knew like I got going into the week, I had completely like ignored my original bias. And one thing I can attest to that is like, so I was making fun of my friends the other day because a lot of them are like lazy and brain rot, yet they're the most profitable people I know. And I don't get it because in order for me to be like perform well, everything has to be perfect. I have to have a good sleep. I have to meditate in the morning. Like I have to really ground myself. And I know I'm like retarded and ADHD, but a lot of it seems extreme. And I don't know if I just take it too seriously, like it's not that deep, and I just kind of blame my problems on stuff like that. But I do find when I'm not grounded or if like my day's really hectic and I'm in my head, right? Um, I'm more prone to making mistakes. So it's like the months where it was green, it was good, it was like flow state, you know what I mean? Like it was natural performance, it was good. Didn't make mistakes. The biggest mistakes I was making is like I should have been making more money because I would miss a trade. And sorry, someone's upstairs. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So this week's price action was pretty tricky, and I had some homework, and I was kind of under the impression that I probably just wouldn't be trading much this week, or I wouldn't be interested in much. And I was at school yesterday because I've on certain days I have time to trade in between, and I had a live stream of Sniper and Nick does futures in the background. Just I was bored. I was listening to it. I kind of figured by now that I stopped listening to people, and so I got break even on an ES short. Uh, that almost played out, and then I overheard Nick talk something about ES longs after like I was originally bullish yesterday, I think. Like shorts into longs from a higher time frame, whatever. I heard him talk about longs and I immediately switched over to Top Step X and entered a long position without even fully like I have never done this in my life. And I don't even I was just blown away. I was like, what the fuck? Because like it was a quick loss too. I couldn't even react. Like I couldn't even get out. I wasn't gonna just keep moving my stop loss. Like I was like, I accepted the risk. It was technically a part of my system, but I wouldn't have taken it because I timing I was bearish, whatever. And yeah, I was just blown away because I'm like that's the shit that's kind of holding me back. It's like these little technical like my wins are often not as big as they should be. I've had like a few trades. It almost sounds like I have more problems than I do. But I mean, I know it's a constant back and forth. There's new things that happen. But like the FOMO yesterday, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. There's like this pressure building up between like I don't want to say being low on funds in real life, but it's like, when you feel like you should be making money from trading and your accounts have been ready for a payout, it's been difficult to go into each day not thinking about, oh, I just need one win to get like a 2K payout. Like when my accounts were all at break even, and yeah, it's hard to dismiss that. Like I want to be able to go into my trading completely detached. It's been something I've been working on. I want to be able to like yeah, be so systematic, not let external affairs affect me. I have a difficult time trading in class at university. Like I get super overstimulated and it's hard to like keep everything in check. When I'm at home at my desk, it's so easy to like because I have two monitors. I can check every single chart. It's easy for SMT. It's easy to have a position open, right? And it's not an excuse because like there's lots of successful people I've traded in university and whatever, right? And I'm not trying to be a bitch about it. It's just something I'm struggling with. I'm open about that. And I don't know, like this shit's just difficult. I feel like it shouldn't be, but um yeah. And then so today I also almost lost 3 grand. I had money on my crypto ledger, which doesn't charge and is a piece of shit. And I was trying to convert it to cash because I kept a little bit in crypto, kind of forgot about it, and then it was to a point where even this, like 3 grand in Solana doesn't seem like a whole lot. But then I was like, oh wow, I'm down like another grand in the last week. So I was like, yeah, time to not panic sell, but like I got other issues, man. I'll take the loss, and I just want to focus on school and trading, right? Call it irresponsible, whatever. I should have sold a long time ago, right? That's a whole other discussion. I lost a lot of money from being greedy, and I like to think that it was God teaching me a lesson. So, if money didn't matter, all that mattered was really just showing up and executing and following my system. Shit like this wouldn't happen, right? Like this trade, um, I moved my stop loss, like I trailed it, which I haven't done in a long time. And yeah, that was the silver position that just immediately almost liquidated my account. That was the Nasdaq position that was not micros that almost liquidated my account. So like this is my first month of school. I was trying my best to fucking like hold it together, but I guess it takes some getting used to. Um yeah, so on top of that, um my friends were questioning my system because I use this very basic system, right? Like I've said before, it's not difficult to have a 50% win rate with a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Like there is literally a trade present pretty much every single day. And it's I think there's a couple issues maybe with the system that I can iron out. I mean, I've been working on it over time, but I only use unicorns, which is a breaker and a fair value gap. Like I always say, it's the same shit, it's just support and resistance. I've been using inversions a lot more in my entries. I don't enter off inversions, but if it's like if there's a breaker, I am waiting for the nearest inversion to flip to then take a entry. And I do get break evens a lot. I'm just throwing these ideas out there because I'm gonna kind of sit down this weekend, hopefully with the help of a couple friends, and go over some issues and see what I can work on. Because I mean, like, yeah, like I don't do obviously last month and this month something's going on, but I don't typically do these stupid mistakes of FOMOing of I don't revenge trade like that silver trade, sorry, the FOMO trade took a loss and immediately just locked out my account. Like it's not hard to hold myself accountable. Yeah, man, this shit's just fucking. I don't want to say annoying because like I'm grateful I get to work towards this, but fuck. Anyway, position I was watching today were continuation shorts. So NQ had taken previous month low yesterday, and I was looking for ES to do the same. We had, I think it was a session SMT up here that held, we were forming 15-minute gaps, potentially an hourly gap around 10 o'clock. Or sorry, yeah, it was like at 9 Eastern. We formed that. We even got a nice little long opportunity at open, like a little PO3, and this played perfect. Like it was exactly what I wanted to see. I wasn't gonna take this long because I had usually now wait for the new 4 o'clock or 4 hour candle. And so this was like a couple minutes before red folder, and I'm like, I don't want to go short before red folder. This happened again yesterday too, where I had a position to go short on ES that was basically the top of the fucking session, and it was 2 minutes from red folder, and then the red folder happened and it just dropped. So, and that's happened a lot. Like I know it's better safe than sorry, but oftentimes like if a manipulation happens before these little red folders like Jolt's job, whatever, like they don't fucking manipulate. They don't go crazy, right? It's usually just gonna go the way it should. So that might be something I have to back test more. But I was watching price. I originally on ES I want to go for shorts, and there was no fair value gap for my breaker. I knew that there was an inversion, and I knew that there was a breaker, and I still didn't take it because it's against my rules, right? So, but I'm not an idiot. I know how to use other concepts like inversions and change in state of delivery and order blocks and all of that, and I like to just keep it simple. I one entry, right? And that discipline has helped me, keep my accounts, keep me from blowing up, keep me from over trading. So, but it does suck when you are right about bias and direction and your entry model doesn't appear. And 'cause it feels like some of the best traders, they don't even really have an entry model. It's a matter of just being in on the right side, right? So anyway, I was watching ES just um yeah, like that's an ugly breaker. I mean, like we're already halfway down this range, like towards the draw. Like the RR, realistically, if I wanted a protected stop, like it would have to be somewheres up here, right? So I'm shooting for a one. It's not worth it. And so yeah, there was no position from here. And then I say that, but there was a good opportunity for shorts at the bottom of the range that is riskier, but I'm not gonna hide. Like I took this, um, and I was just looking to go break even early. I'll show you the executions here. So that was the inversion I was fucking watching. Whatever. And this is just forward tests. I promise I'm not overtrading. Yeah, this is what I was looking for, and I had a limit set here because we finally got a gap. It was after news, and we just never tapped. Of course, just respected this 1 minute for value gap. I figured that would happen, and it's like it does get annoying, having to wait for an exact entry model when it's like, oh, inversion, we already have our SMT, we're rejecting, it's playing out perfect, right? I should just be able to get into a position. So this is something I want to talk to my friends about. And anyway, so this was in the lower range. I think I had actually increased my draw to, yeah, it was like this weekly low. Probably won't hit that this week. I mean, we just had 3 days of basically consistent red, but this was a rather riskier trade, but we had just it looks better on the regular contract, not the micro contract. We had this SMT. I was looking for a quick break even after these equal lows, and we took it and just immediately fucking shot up. So that ran, I think, just over 1 hour. But this was in the midst of me sending 3 grand and then not hearing back about anything for an hour off my fucking broken piece of shit ledger. I'm not touching crypto again, bro. Honest to God. Anyway, um, That's just my little rant. I miss doing these YouTube videos, and I did find that when I was holding myself accountable, like I journal every single trade, I reflect, and I still go over my data. I don't back test as much as I used to or should, uh, but I do know that these YouTube videos help, and it's not a matter of like I don't do this for my friends. I have, an audience of like 10 or 20 people, and but it's more so like to be open for criticism. Like if you guys are picking up anything off these trades, I mean, I already talk to a lot of people every single day about some shit, man. My poor friends, I'm always yapping their ear off about something, but um, I hope I don't present as a noob, you know what I mean? I've been doing this shit for 3 years, and it's just like these small issues, I get rid of them, and then they come back, and when they come back, it's through a means of like temporary weakness in my day-to-day life, if that makes sense. And I can't help but take everything seriously. Like I'm a very open spiritual person. I think that like everything is kind of a sign, everything happens for a reason, and like whatever I lose, I only have to gain in the end. So a lot of these mistakes coming back, I don't know whether they're a result of the lack of discipline that's apparent in my life, whether I temporarily kind of fall back into a bad habit. Maybe it's just my fault. I'm subconsciously putting too much pressure on myself by picking up on these things, right? I've talked about the brushing teeth analogy, right? Where you don't brush your teeth that one odd night before you go to sleep in the next morning, like you're not following rules or whatever. So, yeah, I'm really trying to find a fine line between being like intimate with myself and being honest and open and able to be a human and being disciplined and trying to transform that into my trading. Because when I was off social media and I was meditating just off my phone, just not listening to any external affairs, doing my trading, that was the best. That was the flow state, right? That's where I see good progress. So and this is a long-term game. I'm just happy that I have like to be break even over months on end. And I want to say keep the same accounts. Like it's not the goal to just keep the account, right? It's just a funded account. I shouldn't be attached to it. But like that's why this FOMO trade is once in a fucking blue moon. Like holy shit. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Long video. Like I said, I never really expect anyone to watch these entire videos. Mostly for myself, but probably see some more content in the upcoming weeks. I do have midterms soon, so see how that goes. Hopefully this price action is gets a little easier, or hopefully I stop being a fucking idiot.